Now guys, in this video we are going to go back down memory lane, and I'm going to explain this to the greatest of levels to allow you guys to understand what this is all about and what being chosen is all about. Being chosen is not all about forever being alone, forever being broke, forever struggling, forever in a complete mess. Although, being chosen requires to go through the mess. So yeah, you probably will at one point be fairly alone, fairly broke, fairly stressed, fairly in a bad place. Very good chance of it. And I've been there, and I've been out. It's all part of the process, guys. Because being chosen is something that you have probably always felt since a young kid. And you probably didn't know you were chosen necessarily. You just knew something was different about you and probably others around you. What's unusual about myself is I notice other people's power too. Not every person is like a weak vessel on earth. I remember having friends at childhood, bro, like some of these guys were powerful too. But there's still something a little extra about yourself that they just don't possess, but they have powers of their own. But then there's a lot of average kids, and yeah, that's the big difference. But I also remember, because you guys got to understand, there's more people than just yourself that's chosen. And I do remember going to school with a few people that I was close with at one time. And I'm still cool with to this day. It's just we're grown-ass adults. We just don't get around each other anymore, and that's okay. But there are some other powerful people as well. And yeah, we stand out. We stand out amongst the rest. And you're going to have all those thoughts as a kid. And as you get older, you're going to get more lost before you get more found. And what I mean by that is, you're going to try very hard to find what it is that you're going to do with your life. And you're going to continue to get more lost in the process. And that is a part of the process, guys. I had opportunities to make good money that a lot of people would have taken when I was younger. I'm talking early 20s. And I had it going. I had a brand new vehicle off the lot, bro. I had things going for myself. I was in fitness modeling. I was doing professional fitness photo shoots. I was doing all that kind of stuff. And I let it all go. I didn't stop with my fitness, but I mean, there was money I was making. There was opportunities right there. And I gave up my new vehicle, brand new vehicle at the time that I had off the lot. I gave up my good money that I was making. I am not joking at all. And I went broke. I went broke for the bigger picture that I saw ahead in time. And there's not a whole lot of people that know this, but that's what I've been through. I lost friends, I lost finances and money, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I lost it because that's what I knew that had to happen. For the bigger picture, for the longer goals, you can't hold on to things if you're going to do other things. Maybe some things you can hold on to, some things you can't. There's only so many things you can do, guys. There's only so many different career paths you can take. You don't see a professional boxer being a hair salon person and a police officer and a dentist. That's what I'm saying. You can only do so many things. So of course I had to let go of certain things so I could do other things. That has caused me to be broke. That has caused me to get an older car that costs like $5,000 at the time. Like an older car. Like it wasn't that nice. It might have been even less than that. And I go from having a brand new 2017 vehicle time, because that's what the year was, and it was a brand new vehicle. I gave that up. I gave the money making up. I gave up females. I gave up my friends. Like I gave up everything, because honestly, the females that were around at the time, I wanted better. And they weren't even bad. It's just, I wanted better. So that's what you get. You get better. The money making, it was nice. It was good. I wanted better. I wanted more than I wanted better money, better whatever. It was a better lifestyle I was after. Because sure, things can be good. And that's the thing about people, guys. Some people, you give them a decent opportunity. Oh yeah, man, I'll do anything. I'll do all this. Oh yeah, man, all this stuff. Oh yeah, for this amount of money. Oh yeah, I'll do it all. Me? Yeah, I'll pass on that, because there's something much bigger for me later on. I might have to suffer a little bit, maybe even a lot, but I'll do it, because that is what God has intended, and that is what I know that has to happen. So guys, I'm not kidding. I had it going, and I had to destroy it all to build myself back up better. I had to let go of that stuff. I had to let go of the money making. I had to let go of the things that was going on in my life. And I had to go broke. I had to be alone. I had to be friendless and womanless and not really be close with anybody for an extended period of time. You can call it isolating. You can call it monk mode. I was in a world of my own. I was literally more alone than I've ever been in my entire life at that time. 2018 was a very isolating year. Very isolating. 2019, it still kind of was, man. 2020, it was too. Because COVID was going on and things were weird, man. So by 2021, things really started to look up. And that was a half isolating year as well. By the summer of 2021, things really started to look up. Things were starting to get a lot better at that time. And it was just slowly up from there. And if you guys turn back time, we're in 2021 right there in this story. You turn back the clock, 2017, 2018, it was some hard years, bro. Lots of uncertainty, hard years. And I gave up everything because I had to destroy what was going on in my life. Because there was much better. It wasn't what I wanted to do, even though it was good. I'm not going to settle, guys. I'm not going to settle for like good pay. Oh, it's good pay, bro. It's good pay. You can go ahead and settle for your fucking salary, good pay, bro. Go ahead and settle for that. I'm good. So, yeah, I had it going. I could have had the image to look cooler and continue on with what I was doing and stuff. I decided to destroy it all. I decided for everyone to go against me and start doubting me. I decided all those things. Actually, God decided those things, and I tend to listen to God. That's what actually goes on. That is what God wanted, and I listened to God. It's that simple. If you listen to God, He makes things simple. It might not be easy, but it's simple. Listen to God, submit to God, listen, and get out of your own way. Get out of your own ego path, get out of your own stuff, and listen to God. That is what's most important over everything else. Instead of acting cool, instead of having a certain amount of money you're making, you don't want to let it go, you want to continue to maintain your image to be cool and all this stuff, let it go, bro. Allow yourself to go broke. Allow yourself to have sleepless nights. Allow yourself to be friendless. Allow yourself to not know what's going on. Allow yourself to be in this self-doubting mindset. Because you know why? That's healthy. And I'll tell you why it's healthy. Because that is going to drive you hard towards something that you're passionate about. That's going to drive you very hard towards the goals that you're supposed to achieve in life. That is the truth right now, guys, of what I'm telling you. That is the truth. And it's not no easy path. The instructions might be simple. Okay, the instructions are simple. Listen to God, submit to God, calm yourself down, and just do that. And have faith. Things can change very fast in having faith. But sometimes, guys, the journey can feel so long. I'll never forget the amount of days and weeks and months and even years that I suffered for, and I just couldn't understand it at the time, man. I couldn't understand it. Like, I had a good life before that. All my life. I had my way. That's the issue, bro. Like, we're not supposed to have our way every year of our life. I grew up in a very good place, in a very good position. I had a lot of family, bro. I was socialized a lot. I had cousins in my same neighborhood all over the place. We'd run to each other's houses. We'd play sports. I had a bunch of friends in school. We're having sleepovers. We're having massive birthday parties. I'm having like 30 people over at my house. I'm going to other friends' birthday parties where there's like 30 people there. Like, man, like, I lived it up. I lived a kid's dream growing up. And at the time, you don't know it. But looking back, bro, blessings, bro. My childhood was blessed. The amount of fun I had, the amount of things we've done. And then let's keep going on to junior high and high school. In junior high, I was a more popular kid. Dated some very good looking girls. I went to my grade 9 prom with by far the hottest girl in school. There was my friends group, which was the most popular. And then there was a girls' friends group that was the most popular. I went to prom with the hottest girl in this friends group at the time. She's like levels above her other friends that were still good looking, but it's like at the time that's what happened. But my whole point here, guys, is not to toot my own horn. It's to let you guys know that you can have it going on in life and have it all destroyed. And you might not know why until later on. But things are going to make sense, and a lot more sense later on. But you have to go through the storm. You have to go through those times. That's what's most important. And even through high school, like I'm talking about, like, I had all the friends. We experienced partying at that phase of life. Wouldn't change it for nothing. I threw parties myself. I threw beach parties under my name on Facebook pages. And me and some friends, we were the ones that were after school, found a way to get a bunch of wood down to the beach. We set the whole thing up. A whole bunch of people came down. Massive parties. Fights going on. You're taking women on the beach going for a little walk. You start making out with them and other things. Just fun times, man. Fun times. You're living it up. You're getting high for the first time. You're getting drunk. You're feeling euphoric. You're having a few cigarettes. You're just euphoric. The first times ever in your life you're experiencing this stuff, and it's euphoric. I kid you not. The thing is, you can't party too hard because then you become withered. And that's what I realized quick in my high school years. We partied a lot. And when I felt it started to catch up to me and affect my health in a very negative way to the point where I can't maintain this, I just stopped. But you guys get the point, man. I lived it up. I wouldn't take any of it back. Those would be the funniest years of my life. It'll never be that way ever again. I would definitely do it all over again, but it's just going to be different now. Different things are going to happen. Like, we're talking about having our own families now. We're talking about travel in the world. That's not necessarily things you do at those ages. You might take a trip with your family once or something, but other than that, no. Like, you're a full-grown adult now. You can go wherever you want and do whatever you want. So it's just different. And there's not parties every other day of the week. You'll not find yourself in the settings that you found yourself in during your years in high school. Life's a lot different as an adult. That kind of stuff does not really happen. I mean, you can go out to clubs and stuff, but that's boring. That's boring. That's nothing like those high school parties. Those were the real deal, man. I'm telling you guys now. I don't know about y'all, but where I come from, the way we partied, the way things were, that shit was fun, bro. That was fun. And it's a once in a lifetime type of thing. It's at a certain age, at a certain time. It's there and it leaves. Because you don't do it in junior high, really. Unless you're absolutely insane. It's a high school thing. You don't do it after high school either. It's like, you can party in college and stuff, but even that's kind of different. And when that stuff comes to an end, it's, you just don't do it forever, you know? Things always are there and they come to an end. So it's like the good and bad times in our lives, guys. Like, that's what it's going to be. There's going to be good times. There's going to be bad times. You're going to be in a relationship with a girl you love with all your heart, and it could come to an end. There was good times, and then the bad times come. That's what life is about. So if you're not prepared for bad times, then you're in over your head. If you think this is all peaches and cream, you're in over your head. More good and bad is going to happen for all of us, and I'm prepared for all of it. I'll take the good with the bad. We don't know how intense or crazy things will be, but pain is coming for us all. Life is about pain. It's about blessings. It's about abundance. It's about good feelings and vibes and euphoric feelings, but it's also about pain. We can't just feel euphoria all the time. The pain is going to come, and it's coming for all of us. But anyways, guys, being chosen, you will endure tough times, loneliness, isolation, being alone, being broke in certain periods. But with that being said, that stuff does not last forever. That's not what being chosen is. That stuff isn't like that forever. If it was like that forever, you'd probably be like a homeless person or something like that, and that was just your fate. Being chosen, bro, you have to kill a part of yourself to come back to life. And you're under God this time. You're not leading yourself, you're being led by God. And you have to kill the part of yourself and your ego that was trying to do things your way and stuff like this. And nah, man, you got to get out of that mind frame and literally just let God do his thing. And you just have to listen. You have to listen to that higher power. You have to do certain things. And not everybody can do that. And I believe not everybody can do that because not everybody is chosen. So that's what it is, man. This is my take on why chosen ones are alone and broke. It's a phase. It's a period. And all phases and periods come to an end. You could be single for 10 years and land your dream wife, man. Or your dream husband. That's the reality of this world, and it can all change in a flick. In a flick. And you can watch people the other way around. You can watch people wheeling and dealing these chicks and everything else, and all of a sudden it all falls off. And they have none. And you went without none for a long time, and all of a sudden you have a bunch. Or your dream wife. Either or is great. Lots of women at once or your dream wife. It's all pretty good, isn't it? But yeah, you guys get the point, man. And I hope y'all enjoyed this take and could take something from this, because this is powerful. And this is going to give you guys a very solid understanding of how this world actually works. And with that being said, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, bro. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the motherfucking top.